Well, it is 5 o'clock on the dot, and welcome back, everybody, from a 2 week break that we had. And I did not realize that I needed this break, you guys. Of course, I need to deal with personal issues. And after the personal issues, while I was dealing with them, then I realized that I was mentally exhausted, y'all. And that is why I was so appreciative of this court recess that they had for the past 2 weeks. And yeah, I'm revived, I'm rejuvenated, I'm energetic, and I'm ready. You guys already seen in the past week how we kind of like took everything and went running with it, going to town. So I highly appreciate you guys for your patience. I also appreciate the love you guys have been showing me. Some of you coming to my DMs and others going to my old videos under the comment section and like, hey, we miss you. You know, those words were so very encouraging, and I thank you guys so very much. So with that aside, let's go to, yes, the voting has closed, you guys. It closed about 15 minutes ago, and I saw some people did not vote. I think they will see the poll maybe a few days down the line, but we officially have a name for our comment segment on previous videos. So let's read the results before we go any further. So out of 197 votes, you made your mark, and the clan has spoken. Now, I did say to you guys that I contributed one suggestion in the what do you call this in this, and I'll let you know which one that I suggested and why I suggested that the name of our segment. Now, let's start with, of course, the lowest to highest, basically from low to the lowest to the two IQs. Somebody suggested that because I always say I'm rubbing my two IQs, and so they thought, hey, let that segment be my. Making a comment, you're also rubbing your two IQs and sparking and striking the comments that you send to the video. So that kind of makes sense to me. And I was like, we are listening. And then that is 9%. Okay. And then we have the second lowest, which is the clan gathering. The clan gathering, I got that one as well, what it meant, because the clan, clan, the tribes, we gather under a tree and we discuss things, right? I got that one. It got 12% of the votes, okay? So, and then we go to the third lowest. This one surprised me because it was winning. This one was winning, and I was like, oh my goodness, this one is going to win, because the number from the word go, it already had like high votes. But it is now sitting at number 3 of the lowest mark at 21%. And that is Speak with the Clan. So I also got that one as well, that you actually, when you are commenting, when you are maybe adding to the conversation, you are speaking to the clan, whether you are outside of the clan. And I always thought that maybe the suggestion was for those that are outside of the clan, and the clan is interested to hear your views, so speak to the clan. That's how I took it. And so it is the third lowest. And then we go to the fourth and second highest. Let me just put this phone on silent. It's that time of the evening where notifications are coming through, YouTubers are uploading. So the second highest, which is the clan review, sitting at 27%. This one I also thought it was fighting with Speak with the Clan and the winner. And I was like, okay, this is Kute Manigi Nigi at this point. I was getting so excited. So the winner, this is what this is the one that I suggested. I did not tell you that I suggested this one because I did not want to influence you guys that which one I suggested. Now, the reason why I suggested this one is because Judge Rata, basically, with his pettiness, tried to make us feel small, like we don't have brains, that we should be spoon-fed things, and that we don't have our own noggins, we are not critical thinkers and things like that. Hence, he called us self-appointed experts. So for me, it was more like taking power from this pettiness and make it our own thing, so that when he says it next time, we celebrate and we're like, yeah, we are indeed the self-appointed experts. That type of thing, that we are taking power from the insult, basically, and we are making it our own. So thank you so much, Judge Rata, for insulting us and our intelligence and all of that. And of course, it's sitting at 31%, officially making the comment section the self-appointed expert. So whenever you are going to make a comment on a video that I posted previously, you are officially the self-appointed expert. Yeah, so we take power. That's what we do. You try to disempower us and disenfranchise us, we get up and we punch it at the core of it, and we take ownership. That's what we do. We rule. We rule and conquer. Is it how he said? That's what we do. We will do that. So if other people want to insult us, trust and believe me, we will take ownership of your insults. You cannot move, shake us, or do anything that is going to move us away from the position that we hold. Because at the end of the day, we are human beings too. We may have not gone to law school. We may not have gone to magisterial school. We may not have an LLB degree or PA degree or whatever degree in the law. But that does not mean we don't have this. And I always feel sad for the people that come and tell us not to. Not to do what? So that what happens if we don't do it? I always feel bad for such people, because for me, it's about brain activity. If you are brain dead, you're going to leave things as they are. But if you have an active brain with brain cells, of course, you're not going to sit back and relax and think, okay, let's see how it all ends. Okay, when it does end, then what? Then what? And then you find yourself in a similar position as these 5 men that stand accused of killing Senzo Meyiwa. What are we supposed to do for you? Because you're going to be out there screaming on top of your lungs, my what, oh, I'm innocent. We'll keep quiet too, because we are brain dead. So what we are doing right now, it is also laying a foundation that we must not be treated as though we don't have a brain. We are no pushovers. And those that are worried as well that, oh my goodness, these YouTubers that talk about this trial, your lives are in danger, we shall not relent and we shall not fear. They cannot kill all of us. That's it. You kill some of us, more will rise. That's how it always worked. Otherwise, we will not be having the constitutional democracy we have today if the apartheid government shot and killed every black person. They kill some, more rose. I think that's the best explanation I can give to you, because at the end of the day, those people will remain bullies, they will remain murderers. Irrespective of what their reasons are, they will remain just that. So let's go to the live chat and let me know, you guys, how do you feel about the official name of our comment section? The self-appointed experts. So what do you think of that? Are you happy? Do you want something else? But of course, the votes have been counted and we have the results. There's no going back. Democracy is democracy. The majority have spoken. So another thing, guys, I did put a link. I'm going to put it again in the chats. If you want to come through and chat with me. Again, guys, this is not exclusively about Senzo Meyiwa's murder, but other stuff as well that you feel they are not sitting well on your chest and you would like to cough them out that are happening out there. I heard that Sandile Mansui Remember Sandile Mansu, the killer of Karabo Mokoena? Apparently, he did a Tabo Bester too. I did not read that story, so I don't know the details of what happened there. I'm interested to know if somebody or read that story or heard. Is it really Sandile Mansui or somebody that looks like Sandile Mansui that was seen out and about amongst the what do you call these people, law-abiding citizen when he is supposed to be rotting in jail? I think his sentence was 36 years for killing Karabo Mukwena. So I'll be very shocked that indeed it was him because clearly there's something going on in our prisons. I also watched a video of a ex-con who kind of, I don't know if he was aware of what he was saying, but he was basically dropping some gems about how prisoners, if you are a boss in the prison, you can literally, especially if you have money, you can buy the wardens to take you out of the prison, go have fun in some clubs and taverns and whatnot. But before 1 o'clock, you are what do you call this? You are sent back because around 2 there is counting of some sort. I'm like 2 in the morning, there's counting. Yeah, apparently. So clearly, there's something going on in our prisons. And what's the Minister of Justice doing again? What's his job? I want to know. Okay, let's go to the comments section or the live chat. Up here where Thomas says, patiently waiting. We are here now, 11 minutes in. Cynthia Lopez says, counting down. Hello, clan members. Hello, Cynthia. Tiani says, hi, clan fam. It's about to go down. And it's going down. Sipume says, hi, clan. How are you doing, Sipume? Pody says, hi, clan fam. Hello to you too, Pody. Tati. Hello. Honorable member, how are you doing? Tandy, hey, clan fam. How are you doing? Amelia Matebula, hello, signing myself in. Take welcome in. Amelia says, I like this. I'm thinking you're liking the voting, right? Amelia says, Njani Clantis, I want a recount on the segment name. Sorry, democracy prevailed. I wish I was a dictator. I would have said, I don't think so. Let's do a revote. Or vote again. What is called? You are voting again. Sita says self-appointed fire by force. Yes, Amelia, I remember. Now I now know why you're saying this because you made a suggestion. I think your suggestion is speak with the clan, right? I don't know. I think so. Lonnie says, hello, clan. How are you doing, Lonnie? Brenda, exactly. Not to do what? We are entitled to express our views as self-appointed experts. I love that. I love that. Fesega says, hello, clan fam. How are you doing, Fesega? It's good to see you here once again. Lung says, Duma, good day. Ooh, I wish I was a soccer player. Bertie says, the name of our segment, self-appointed expert, SCAE, is perfect. I love it too. I love it too. Blanche, how are you doing? Afternoon, Clantis and the members of the clan. I've been very busy and sometimes load shedding would be an issue. Whew, this load shedding thing really, I cannot get used to it for the life in me. I don't know why. Every time the lights go off, I feel so upset, like as if I don't know. Yes, there is an inverter, but still, we shouldn't be living like this. Honestly speaking, we shouldn't. Tando says, hi, Clan fam. Looking forward to this live and tomorrow day in court. Monday, right? Today's Saturday. Oh, is it Sunday? What's going on? You just confused me there. No, today's Saturday. On Monday, definitely. Matabo says, hi, Clan. How are you? I'm very well. Thank you so much. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. Fesaka says, yes, allegedly, money speaks, Clan. You can go out, sleep with your girlfriend, and come back before counting time. So, wow. That is crazy. And this is happening in our prisons? And you're telling me the authorities don't know this? It's a lie. They do. They do. Because some prisons will snitch if they are not getting the same benefits as the others. And we know also in prisons there is gangs. And if one gang member wants to do you wrong, they would write an email to the Minister of Justice. Why is he sitting on his laurels when those emails are coming through? Ah, no, I don't believe that. Bland says, at Clantis, people who are moneyed live a happy life in South African prisons. You know, money can buy you anything or anyone in prison. True. But you know, hey, guys, we live our lives in good faith that our government is protecting us from the people that we have removed off our streets, of our communities that have broken the public policy. Either they murdered or they did something wrong to our communities, and now they roam around the streets just doing as they please, and still, they drink alcohol. The very thing they always blame, oh, I was drunk, oh, the devil made me do it. And now you are just walking about the streets, probably of a township where you committed that crime. And what kind of slap in the face of that community is this? I don't understand. It's horrible. It's horrible. Lucia says, hi, Clan. You forgot to mention Brigadier Ndlovu. Where is he? Yes, I remembered after I'm like, Brigadier Ndlovu also dead. Guys, all these important people that are supposed to be on the stand are all dead. And these are the people that were going to tell the truth about what happened to Senzo Meyiwa. Of course, Brigadier Ndlovu was one of the investigators who would have said, this is my statement and I stand by my statement and this is the truth and nothing but the truth. But he's gone. And then you had Uzungu having the audacity, the gumption, the chutzpah, and the gusto to actually mention the name of Snako in his testimony. How dare he? How dare he? And then after that, he pretends as if he is concerned about Snako and the dead should be treated with respect. I almost use a word here. And yet, okay, let me not, because I'll end up using a word that is not within the YouTube advertiser-friendly guidelines. Yeah, let me leave it there. Let me leave it there because I can feel it. Tando says, yes, I meant Monday. I can't wait. Thanks, Clantis. We make mistakes. Noni M Podcast, how are you doing, girl? Hey, Clan fam, hope everyone is doing well. I see you doing well as well on your YouTube channel, guys. Please do go and subscribe to Noni M Podcast. She also talks about this very case and other cases too. So please go and oh, wait, I almost violated a YouTube committee guideline. Okay, YouTube. But you guys already know what I mean, right? So YouTube, hi YouTube, YouTube. We're not supposed to do that, apparently. It's in the committee guidelines. YouTube, it was a slip of tongue. The honorable members of the clan, you know what I mean, right? Yeah, do that. Lindy Ware says our South Africa is a mafia state. And this is a common theme I keep seeing in the comments section. No. Let's come back. Let's bring it back. In the self-appointed expert segment, I see it. Because that's who we are now. We are self-appointed experts, guys. Yeah, nobody's gonna tell us anything. That judge, when he goes, yeah, self-appointed experts, you know the finger thing, right? I don't know. How does it do the finger? Yeah, self-appointed experts. Yeah, you're talking about us, Judge. Yeah, Tina Lab. First, I can say, stay that way if you don't believe Clan. But Andiko Lab. That's it. Let's have Noni coming through. Woo! We have our first person coming through. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, colleague? Colleague on these streets.
Hi guys. Hello fam. Hello Glenn. How are you
How are
doing?
you doing?
I'm all right, man.
Awesome. Awesome. What's on your mind, the self-appointed expert?
First of all, it's the judge for me. As much as I don't like him at this point, the way he's treating everyone, especially the defense, and
No, come on, go on. Go on.
especially the defense. I don't like how he treats them, but I don't want them to report him. I want them to, because it will be unfair, especially for Bongani Ntanzi, who is not serving any sentence, who is clean, because now it will mean this case might start again, de novo again, and that it's not fair to Bongani. Bongani needs to get out of there, guys. You can see that as much as he's trying so much to show that in his face, okay, I accepted what is happening, but you can see that guy, he's really stressed about the whole situation, finding himself in that. And I hope God punishes that Zungu liar and everyone who made him to. For me, the way Zungu sounds, it sounds like he was caught doing whatever illegal things he was doing. Number one. Number two, I would not be surprised, guys, if Zungu is the one that supplied Ingabis with Iziba. I would not be surprised at all. And secondly, why is Zungu, maybe there is a fight that is going on between Zungu and his nephew, which is Kwatini. Because why is he, like, who would sell their own blood? Because this is like throwing Kwabini under the bus like this.
Yep.
So who would do that in their own blood? No matter what, even if you are a citizen that stands for the law, etc., you would go to your person who is your family member and sit them down and say, this is how we are going to move. Even if you are calling the police, I'm not against him calling the police, but I'm against him surprising Zungu like this. What about his relationship as Skumbuzo with his brother, who is the father of, because that needed a family meeting whereby they agree and say, because I'm a police, I am not agreeing with how he lives his life. So we are going to make sure as a family he goes to jail and gets punished for his crimes. Not the way he has done. I doubt very much that the whole family was aware of what he is doing now. Maybe the family is a family of crime. I'm not saying that's the case. Maybe they know, but one thing that I do not think is happening is the whole family agreeing in him doing that. It sounds very selfish. It sounds very selfish. It sounds like it's self-serving. It's either he was supplying and then he got caught and he was like, guys, I'm not going down alone. And the other thing that I wanted to talk about, Tumakude, is this thing of the judge, how he protects him. I wouldn't be surprised also if the judge is aware this guy took a plea deal with the state so that he can sell these guys, these 5 accused, even if it means sacrificing Kwabini, his nephew.
No. Like, valid points you're making. Valid points. The thing is now, so much that now that he has thrown Kwabini under the bus and served him on a silver platter, guess what the people are saying? We want Kwabini on the stand. Now, if Kwabini is on the stand, and indeed there is a fight between the two, the defense need to get Kwabini on their side. That's what they need to do. Strategically go to him and say, you are going to be the defense witness. And that's what the truth will come out.
Allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly, I do have someone who's always in court. Like, you have someone who's always in court. And that person says that Kwabini refused point blank. And do you guys remember that day where Baloyi tried to smuggle in another person, another witness, that cell phone data analyst person, host or something? Yes, that was not the plan. You remember hearing him saying change of plans. Do you guys remember? Apparently, the person that was called, that was supposed to come in, allegedly, is Makosonke. And Makosonke, maybe he sat and thought and was like, hey, I'm not going to lie for nobody.
I think so.
I'm not going to lie for nobody.
Yes, there's a chance that you and I have the same person in there, but they are saying allegedly. Let's put it there, allegedly.
Allegedly,
That
everywhere.
both Gwabini and Makosongo are saying, I'm getting Mangamin. I'm not going to go to jail for lying. That's what they are saying. So because that has happened allegedly,
Allegedly.
what is it? Advocate Baloy started sweating bullets and start bringing random people instead of calling the 6 people that were with Senzo Meyiwa on that particular day.
And the audacity that he has of telling us South Africans that I don't have intentions of calling Kelly Kuma. Excuse me, sir.
The audacity. The audacity. There's a person that is dead in her house and you don't have intentions. No.
And the person wanted to see her. The reason Senzo was there, it was because of Kelly. So how come Kelly's not going to come to court?
I see that, but the boyfriend was killed in her house, in her presence. Please come and collaborate about the 2 intruders. Now, let me just go back to what you said. You see, again, I'm not saying it happened, but now when you're sitting by yourself and you're rubbing your 2 IQs, like, and you kind of like replaying this testimony by Zungu. You're like, yeah, this guy is talking about himself. He is the one who was at the Kumalo household. He is the one, if they indeed were intruders, he's one of the people that came with Longwe. And because I think, I'm not saying it's true, he hires out the service pistol. You remember he said when he saw these guys, the accused, he took his 9mm and smelt it. Why? You are talking about yourself here. I'm thinking, Mina. That's what I'm thinking. And I think, again, do police, when they fire a shot, whether it's a warning shot or a crossfire, and then when they go get refills, do they register down or do some sort of entry as to what these bullets were spent on and before they get a refill?
I think so.
Because if something like that happens, then we should go back to 2014 and look at Zungu's gun. How many times has he gotten refills?
But then again, Tumakute, if ever he is a hirer, a person that allows people to hire from him, then he will do that illegally, because when he needs to write down that this is what happened, he won't write everything that he has done.
Of course.
He won't do that. Do you know what else that he thought he was clever when he was trying to nail these 5 guys? I was laughing the first time he came, calling them by their nicknames. Gadla, Ngani.
And actually, he doesn't.
He wanted us to believe that they hang out together for real.
That is when I realized that all of this is hogwash. We are being told.
Look at the accused when he was starting to do that. They were like, I love accused number 3's looks when they say something about his name.
His eyes
and whenever they are lying about him, he will be like it's like he's saying,
no, that's not true. No, people, we are being taken for a ride here. And of course, what you call this? Somebody up there knows the truth, is making a fool of South Africans. And somebody out there wants to pin this case on the 5. And somebody out there wants to ensure that we never get to hear who killed Senzo Meyiwa.
And also, they did not think
that is just my thinking. And I think this person is not the president of the minister. I don't see the minister or but it's somewhere in the police.
They did not think this case. They never thought we will be so like this in this situation. They are used to South Africans that see things and move on. This one, Shem, we're not moving on. Same goes for that Nandipa and Nabo situation.
No, we're not going to move
on. We want to know how and where.
Exactly. Exactly. So that other people as well, when they ever think of something like this, they might be like, "Who South Africans? No, I can't deal with them." So we
Like
want something that is straight.
they never actually thought it would happen this way. They thought after framing allegedly these guys, we will like you, they are incabis and they are very dangerous.
Vele,
Blah blah blah.
yeah.
Move on. We are not
Mm,
dumb. We want to know exactly because we are not saying. And also, people must stop thinking that when we are saying these Nkabis are being framed, we are saying they are innocent people. No, that's not what we are saying. We are saying on this particular case, they have nothing to do with it. But we're not
exactly.
referring to other crimes that they have done. We're not
Exactly.
referring to that.
Exactly. And the interest of justice say the person that that perpetuated the crime is the one that's to be prosecuted,
Exactly.
convicted, and all of that, not innocent people.
And also,
Not
when
innocent.
Clantis, I love how the Meyiwa family is. For me, I don't know them, but I every time the mother speaks or Senzo's brother speaks, they are always showing like they are a Christian family. I applaud Senzo's brother when he had that interview with ENCA saying that badlala Kelly, blah 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 blah. Like after everything Kelly Kumalo has said and disrespected that Meyiwa family, but they will never like say bad things about her. They have nothing
Mm,
bad to say about her. All they want
mm,
is the truth, nothing but the
mm.
truth. In fact, it's not like they don't know because if you remember, Sfiso has been saying Senzo was killed
Man.
by Longwe
Mm,
Twala's gun because Tumelo
yeah.
phoned and said,
Yes.
and at the
Yes.
time, Tumelo did not even know who Longwe's name was. He said
Yes.
his boyfriend. So
Yes.
he's been standing on that because there's no way, man, he could believe that, but it's not true. It's just
And
that
also let's not forget Ma Kumalo telling Mang what's her name? Ngubeni, that the person that shot Senzo usually comes to the house. Usually comes to the house.
and Kelly and
So we already okay. Okay, I don't know my
And also Kelly no, no,
Wi-Fi
when the call
is
was made,
jumping.
Senzo's sister heard Kelly saying, "Oh, ngizothini kumama kaSenzo," meaning that at that time the situation has already happened.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. When that phone call was being made to the Meyiwas in Durban, yeah, that's true. And then what is this Zungu person telling us?
Nonsense.
What exactly? How do you dispute eyewitnesses what they say? And then you come with a whole different version and say, I was sitting with them, yeah, bro.
And the other person that is stressing me, and I'm sick and tired of not seeing his face, his picture, Gininda. I want to see this man's face.
Hey,
I
I've been saying this
do.
Gininda name since the eyewitnesses. I'm like, this guy is
Everyone is saying
dodgy.
Gininda this, Gininda that, Gininda this.
Who? When is what is his name gonna call him on the stand? Because every time somebody's name is called, guess what? They come on the stand as next witnesses. What's special about him?
No, he does. I'm sure he doesn't want to come.
I know. I think Baloy has no intentions of calling him.
Mm-mm.
He needs to drop some bodies first and reduce the number of.
Do you know what else I want?
What are we
Do you know
supposed to
what else
say
I
at
want?
this point?
Do you know what else I want to have? I want the defense to do. I want
Yeah.
the defense to call for Chico Twala's bank statement. Every business that he owns, we want those bank statements. They need to be
Right.
perused. Everything that they need to also check every bank statement that Gininda owns.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
we
Yeah.
need to see
I agree with
because
you.
we
I
need to
agree.
look for exactly where the money
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah. In America, they say follow the money. That's what they say. If you want to catch a criminal that is suspected of a crime, especially organized crime like this, you follow the money. So you go through electronic means, and you also go the manual way, looking at the lifestyle of this individual, and then you match the salary, and then you go into the investments if they're investing in what, and see how many times they've gotten dividends that sustains their lifestyle. If they don't match, you got some questions to answer, and they will take you before a jury who is going to determine whether there should be a trial under circumstantial circumstances. Of course, in South Africa, we don't have circumstantial. Our law is not circumstantial, but at least it would have created some sort of doubt in the mind of the court about the credibility of this particular individual.
And also, so this case, Clantis, I don't think it needed one judge. I think it should have been set by three bench. Three at least. They should have said this so that they can have a discussion when
I agree with you. I agree with you.
No.
I agree with you. If ever this case goes de novo again, can we have a full bench? 3 to 5 judges.
Yes, we need a full bench because everyone will sit there and listen for their own understanding. As self-made experts, we will be here.
Of course. Okay, people, you know what to do, right? With this channel, please do so. She talks about this very case as well. As you can hear, great points she's making. Those are the same great points she makes on her videos. So do the right thing, guys. Let's be a good, honorable members of the clan. She's also building a community of her own. What are you going to call your community? I mean, I'm very curious.
I don't know yet. It's still early. It's still very early.
No, I agree with you.
And also, I learned a lot from you and from Lelo. I don't really worry about anything that comes. Let's just move things. Let things move on their own. Yes. When the time comes and when the time is right, you are here. You will tell me.
That's a brilliant response. I love it. I love it.
You are here. You will tell me, Sisi, it's time. Do something. Yes.
From 5,000, by the way.
Yes, you see, no, I didn't know that. So now I'm just doing the thing right now because I have passion to do it. Otherwise, other things and aspects,
I'm not all of them, by the way. I love your videos, honestly.
Thank you very much.
Sometimes you say something, I'm like, why did I think of that?
No, man, it's because now I do have the privilege at work of sitting with my phone and do my work and watch. And be like, I know.
Same goes with me. Many people ask me, how do you do this? I also happen to be very good at multitasking. I'm extremely good at that one. I can do too many things at once, and then I will give you the results. That's why some people will ask, so how come you are able to upload it on this channel? Because I got 4 channels, but the 4th one is just redundant for now. But I'm consistent on these 3. And then they're like, why are you doing this? That's because I can multitask.
I can do
That's
that.
what I can do. Okay, we have Dan. You can stay on if you want to. If you want to contribute. Hi, Dan. What's up, bro?
Where's your face, Dan?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes. We can hear you. How are you?
Oh, I didn't realize I was already audible. Hi, how you guys doing? How are you? How are you, Clantis? Yeah, I have a view as well. I'm from the U.S. and I've been watching this case very closely for a while. I've been on.
I didn't know you were American.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm always causing a fuss in the comments, but for the greater good.
You come for me before.
You know what? Listen, I give everybody a chance. I listen to what they're saying, and it's not you, it's me. I'm very objective, and I'm usually on Zenzi reality, but I'm giving them a break. I'm just listening for everyone's viewpoint, and everyone has something interesting to add. But me, I'm seeing a lot of things and similarities to other trials elsewhere in the world. But I must say, I think if the greater media was this is the most bizarre case I've ever seen in my life. I mean, in any country, I don't know so much about other places, but this, I'm talking of a celebrity. This is the most bizarre. But I've been trying to look past because it's unfortunate with this judge here. I was one of those people in the very beginning when they did the de novo. I tried to give this judge the benefit of doubt and see what he was about. I thought his objectiveness was on point, but then just downward spiraling into just biasness, and it's like he hates these people, and you know what? and he's making, but at least the defense, some of them are going in the right way, because, and I'll
Right.
tell you why. They still have to let this thing play out, because one, it's already been said, if you make a motion to replace him, it'll probably start all over again, another further delay. Fine, you have to let this one go as is. um
Right.
I'll just say it now, because I foresee a few different outcomes. One is that a mistrial, right? A
Right.
mistrial is, the judge can go with a mistrial in a manner that won't so much let off the five accused, but the
Mm.
state won't lose the case as well. They kind of lose. See, nobody wins, nobody loses. They would have
Yes.
to
Yes.
restart again. But the way
Right.
it's been going, a mistrial is the only possible outcome, right?
Right.
Um, Another outcome is, and I said this in the comments, you didn't get there yet, but I might as well give it out now, is that the judge, and it's unfortunate that, and it's obvious what he's doing, but fine, right? He'll probably
Mhm.
rule against the accused, and naturally the defense will appeal. Um,
Mm.
as per the evidence and everything that Beloy has, first of all,
Mm.
he can't pick 2 out of 200 witnesses that can corroborate one story. That's amazing, right?
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
this appeal that the defense is going to push when they lose this case is going to be a way stronger case than the
I
case of the
think so.
state itself. They
Yeah.
might win that appeal, and that is simply all they need. They need to see this case to the end, and whoever the appellant court is, they're going to sit through it. They're going to look at the see, because they don't look at the case and the evidence per se. They look at the process. They look to see if the appellant court looks to see if processes were done.
Right.
So they do
Right.
things like they raise rules if the judge is doing this or doing that, or something wasn't followed, and so they can easily find that up till now, right? So that's
Right.
one. Yeah,
Yeah. I
and
feel I feel that you, in fact, you are absolutely correct, because that's the same line I'm thinking at this point, that what this defense are doing now, they're no longer participating in this trial. What they are doing, they are building their appealage on
right,
everything that is happening in this trial.
and
You're
they
absolutely right.
better.
That is why Nshololo said, I want to correlate the downloads and the memory stick, so that the dates and the times and
Well,
everything correlates with a memory stick. All this is for the appeal court.
I all right. Two more points, right? I want to make a point about the judge, and then I'll make a point about the defense, right? Well, not so
Yeah,
much about
yeah.
the judge. I know you guys don't do this your side, but um, I wish you guys had trial by jury. This sort of
Yeah,
thing wouldn't happen. You see,
yeah.
it would keep the judge at bay, and he would he would be forced to be a real mediator, because the decisions would come down to a jury of peers. You see,
Right,
and at the end of the day, his interruptions wouldn't really matter. It would be from what the jury is exposed to. About the
right.
defense, um, I can't knock anybody for their opinions of the 1 through 5 attorneys. I mean the defense lawyers, but I think I'm going to speak from myself. Okay, give credit where credit is due. They all deserve to be in their profession. Okay, I just think
Right.
that some of them, or one of them or two, are getting a little bit too much credit, and it's kind of blinding people from what could be done going forward. You said something like Shalolo was well, she's not actually setting up a case for appeal. None of them are doing that yet. They need to start going forward as of this week, going forward as if they're seeing through to this trial just to make the appeal, and that they will check off to get a successful appeal. No one is
Mhm.
doing the way you do that is you find the judge is misbehaving, you file a motion. You file a motion
Motion.
against him to the JSC, not so much for
Right.
recusal, but right, not so much for recusal, but for anything else. He's interfering, he did this, he made this this he preempted a ruling before people came back, and blah blah blah. There's so much but they're not putting forward they're not vocalizing their frustration. They're probably
Mhm.
one-shotting. Oh yeah, if you want to defend him, that's not enough. When the appellant court is going to look, well, what did the judge do wrong? Well, he stated this law from 1920. So he's using wordage to protect himself, but the defense are not picking it up strong enough. I think
you're right.
they're doing fine, but I think the ones who's really hitting, I'm talking like really, there's a wide avenue to go through and to find these people as liars, right? And Nisi is doing a stand-up job. He can do better, but he's doing a stand-up job, and I think he's leading the charge. If you haven't noticed, okay, he usually sets up the pins, and then Numalo begins to knock him down. Mshalolo begins to knock him down, and then what happens is she requests more time or an adjournment or to come back, and she comes back with everything that has been laid out in front of her, and then she comes back and it seems stronger than the rest, but she's it's kind of a copycat thing that they're all doing until it comes back to Amnesia again. They need to all step it up because there's a lot that they're not doing that could, again, and you know what, you do have circumstantial, I hear you guys say this a lot, circumstantial evidence is not something that is or is not done in any country. Circumstantial evidence is, and people have been found guilty, death penalties and all that with circumstantial evidence is when you do not have direct evidence, but you have evidence that without that missing link, it takes you, there's no other conclusion. You see, you know what I mean? But anyway, I'm sorry for taking up so much time.
No. Yeah. We are self-appointed experts.
Yeah, absolutely. If it's fine with you, I'll just hang out.
All you want, because we want to learn as much as we got to learn about them.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to mute. I don't know how to mute yet, but I'm gonna try to.
Cool. I see Olga came in with 6 packs.
I was sleeping. I came late. I was sleeping, Shem. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I just thought of it now. Like, no, man, Clantis said it's gonna be live at 5. And now I wanted to watch Soga. I said, no, let me not wake up. Let me go live. So I'm just here listening.
So now you're just like you're flexing your muscles. You're like, let me get up and show them.
I don't have
I was thinking when
to flex the muscles.
Really naked?
I'm in Cape Town and the weather's not good, man. It's windy and it's about to rain.
Oh,
yeah, I'm in Cape Town too, and I'm so dressed, fully dressed.
Me, I haven't been out of the bed the whole day.
That's great. Well, it's a Saturday, you know, have a lazy one. That's good.
Need to rest.
Good. So what's on your mind though?
Yo, this case is like, I don't know. If we have to put the puzzles together, there is a lot happening here. Because the thing with this case is there is nothing much about Longo being talked about. How he left the house, why he didn't come back, what happened to his car, did he drive out, was the car left behind? If it was left behind, how did the commandos went out with Senzo if Longo's car was there behind that BMW? So I don't understand that part. And the other thing is, this guy, this Zungu guy,
right?
What was he doing there at the hostels with all those guys there? If he says that he was there with 5 guys and he saw everything that happened, if he's a police officer, he doesn't remember anything. He only remember when he's a good guy.
He knows his business. That's why. Because if Gwabini calls, hey, Malume, come to Foster, he already know what's going down. And he takes his service pistol together with the state car that possibly was used in all of this. He knows what he's getting or what he was getting whenever Gwabini called. He knew.
My other question is, what was it again? What is happening with the bank statements of accused number 2?
Beats me.
Only when the defense is very intentional when they are not using that for now. I think it's one of those things that are going to be up their sleeves, and they've been requesting them apparently, allegedly from Baloy. He's not giving them.
And then this was supposed to be granted to them about 7 weeks ago on a particular Thursday. I remember that request. He said he will give them on Thursday. How many Thursdays later, and he still hasn't given it to them? Why is withholding that? And yet this judge defended him. He will not jeopardize his career by withholding important document for this trial, and yet he's withholding that statement. Why?
Allegedly, also, he has never lost any case. Right now, he is doing everything.
I heard.
I heard he has never.
Listen to this. Same goes with this Rata guy. If I was ever convicted by this judge and I'm sitting in prison right now and South Africans now see his behavior, what do you think I will do? I'll be already on the call on a lawyer. Like, I'm appealing my conviction because this judge did exact same thing to me. He was unfair. I am convicted unfairly because of him. That's what I would do if I was anybody that was convicted by Rand. And also, if
even under Baloyi.
Exactly. If I was convicted because of Baloyi, I would be on a lawyer right now to appeal. Remember,
you see, guys,
got out of jail, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Let me remind you all, because I see South Africans kind of like forgot. Jub killed 8 kids, or 7 kids, 1 brain dead.
Yes.
And then he was sentenced to 25 years or something. Then, of course, in South Africa, when you are under intoxication and you cause an accident, that's not murder because there's no intention behind that killing. It is culpable homicide. That's what he was supposed to have gotten. Culpable homicide times 7 or 8. And I believe that he would have served those sentences outside of prison. Now, where did he come out? It was when Oscar Pistorius, the first time Judge Masipe, this rule that Oscar Pistorius killed River Steenkamp, culpable homicide.
I remember.
That's when Jub jumped on a lawyer's call and said, hey, this was not intentional. And yet he got, culpable homicide. I got murder. And that is why when they took the matter to court, it was reversed. And it was culpable homicide, and he was released on time served. I think South Africans forgot about that. I just thought, let me remind you. So same thing I am saying that if I was convicted by this judge or prosecuted by Baloyi, hey, lawyer, I don't know if you're watching this trial. That's exactly how I was treated. Let's appeal.
Yeah.
Okay, what about?
And the other thing that I want to mention before you speak, Olga, Dan said something about the jury here in South Africa. Yes, we can want to have one, but this country is very rotten. This country, it won't work because people will be bribed. People will be bribed.
No, I understand.
No, it won't work for us in our country.
Maybe like 10 years ago, that would have worked. Not now.
Not now.
10 years
Can I make
ago,
one more point that I forgot to mention? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was saying, by the way, we did have a jury system before 1994. Yeah, we did, and then it was done away with.
How did that work out?
Terribly. Trust me.
What?
That
it
is
was
why
making
we are
against
here today.
blacks at the time.
Yeah. No, back then, they were against black people, and it was only white judges, and then there used to be the death penalty as well. Okay, I lost Dan, but I'm sure he's gonna come back. Yeah, so
okay, guys, let's have this vision.
I'm sorry.
We hear that Chico lost his gun. It was a pistol or a revolver, I'm not sure.
A revolver.
And accused number 5, was he the one that was arrested for drug dealing, or accused number 1?
Number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah.
What if that red polo that is on those pictures is the one that came with Longwe and those guys? Because remember, Longwe was once a drug addict. He might have been there at those hostels to get some drugs, and he gave the guys the story about what's happening between him and his girlfriend and whatever, and they took him to the Kumalos with a gun.
I think so.
When something happens there, Longwe lost it. He shot Senzo, ran back into the car, and they went back to the hostels. Wherever he was dropped, no one knows. Because
two boys.
Yes, because the two guys that were in the polo and the third one should be Longwe. If he ran out of the house after the gunshot, it means the driver wasn't Longwe.
Exactly. I agree.
You see,
okay, Dan, you were saying something. Okay, sorry.
The phone records, if we can get the phone records and what was said on those phone calls, this might be a game changer. Like what we are thinking, these guys are guilty. We might find out that no, there is more to this than what we are thinking.
Yeah, and we also want phone records of Gwabini and the uncle on the 26th of October. And we also want the same phone call report from Makosonke, the uncle, and Gwabini.
You see, this is what I mean. Like the defense, they have to be listening to old testimonies of all of these witnesses. They have to be issuing subpoenas. They're not forcing the hand of the state to hand over anything that can clear these people. They're just, going to their right and asking Vaseline and Vaseline Jr. for little documents. They need to be going to the judge, making applications. We need, we want this, we want that. They're not asking for it. They're not demanding anything.
Don't you think maybe they have like aces up their sleeve?
But we can't say they are not asking. It's not yet their turn.
Look.
Yeah, and also they might not want to give the state some clues because the state is playing dirty.
Yeah.
Once they have clues, they will come up with another story and then another new evidence, another new witness. We might end up being witnesses as well there.
I mean, but even right now, the state doesn't even have a straight line. I mean, they don't have a case.
You'll be shocked. Me from Zimbabwe, I'll be told that, oh, this is our new witness. He was also there. He's the guy who took out the 200 for the Jamerson.
Oh, one of the members of the public just pulled from the street and said, time to testify.
They're going to call me on Thursday.
We have to try all the way.
The lawyer's going to make me in. Right. No, but you know something? I've been thinking this for for a couple of months now. As far as closure right now for the family, because they already lost the father. That's a sad thing. Listen, everyone's busy playing games, okay? I think the mother, whoever wants to do it, that term for free, whatever you call it, somebody needs to pro bono needs to take 375 and make a civil application. There is enough there. It's not criminal, so nobody will go to jail. However, once it's made public, the public will see who has been found guilty. The Meyiwa family needs to make a civil application with 375. They need to sue the parent. They need to sue the parents off of the Kamalos. They need to sue the parents off of the Twalas, and anybody else who was involved. It's possible because they need some kind of closure. Because that thing will be done long before this criminal case, because they're not interested in and seeing it through.
Coming to the conclusion. That's true. I agree with that one. In fact, I've thought about this as well. That can't they also take the civil route?
They could. They could do it right now.
Right. For loss of income, because Senzo Meyiwa left a wife and a child and two basically children. And how these children are going to school and all of that.
And for pain and suffering.
Pain and suffering, exactly.
I'm gonna take Kelly back to 2000 and something with all of that. Let me tell you.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100% on that one. 100%.
The question also is, why would Chico Twala offer Kelly Khumalo a holiday to comfort her for what? For the loss of the husband because of his son, or what?
That suggestion always makes me laugh because it's so random. It just pops from nowhere.
When is she? When was she supposed to be
holidays?
Before Senzo was even buried, that same week, according to Melo, it's when Chico offered the holiday to Kelly Khumalo. For what? For the loss of your baby daddy because of my son.
I think Dubai, right? To say if you read between the lines, run, girl, run. I'll fund your running away. Change
in Dubai, right?
Wherever you land.
Yeah, somewhere there in Dubai, wherever. But why would you want her to go away? Is the question.
Yeah, you were saying, Dan?
No, I was saying in Dubai, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah, Dubai, because apparently it's some sort of haven for criminals of the world.
Everyone is
You
running
see,
there.
Yeah, the tax
yeah,
haven, criminals that commit crimes in their respective countries, they run to Dubai.
mm-hmm.
with Kelly
So
Kumalo refusing to go, she knew that it's either she wasn't guilty, but she knows that long accused Senzo.
mm,
So this
yeah,
was a
because
way of Pico Toala saying that, okay, we are sorry about what happened because of Longwe. Can you just go
yeah,
and take a break and refresh your mind?
right. No, we want
Because,
those
But
phone
guys, there's something
records.
else. There's something else that I do not understand, guys' name. Do you remember Stain
mhm,
when he was giving his evidence? Stain mentioned that
yes,
Kelly had a conversation with accused number 5. So
Yes.
let's say that Kelly, because that for me, did the relationship between Chico and Kelly go sour or something? Because why is Kelly being thrown under the bus? I did not understand that evidence, because all
Yeah, me either.
evidence is supposed to clear them. But that
Yeah.
evidence of stain was really putting Kelly under scrutiny so much that people were like starting from scratch. Do you remember when they used to say, arrest Kelly, arrest Kelly? It started again, and to a point whereby now they were like, cancel Kelly, cancel Kelly. Because
Right.
why was she beat? Because the person that is investigating the case and that keeps them up to date is Geninda. So
Mm,
what's going on there? That I did not understand. And also, for me, it links with what Baloy says. I have no intention of calling Kelly. So if he doesn't
mm.
have an intention, does Chico think that once Kelly Kumalo gets into that stand, she's gonna sink?
I
that's
think
why
so.
Kelly
I know she's
Kumalo
looking
says
for
the
it right
truth shall
now.
come out. She's so confident
Yeah.
because she knows what
Yeah,
really
she's
happened.
very
She has
confident,
got
and she
nothing
Yeah.
to
always
do
like,
with this.
give me my day in court. Kelly's, that's how she speaks. She says, don't be in a hurry to say that I'm guilty. Give me my day in court. And then now she gets thrown under the bus. And then, yeah, guys, now I think something happened there. And Chico knows once Kelly gets on that stand, she will tell the truth. I don't know.
Yeah.
Those are my
Even
thoughts.
Makumal, I think if Makumal is put under that pressure, she's an older woman. She now be looking towards, what I'm trying to say. It's time to tell the truth, guys. Mapiri, where is she?
Is she still alive?
Mapiri,
I
maybe
heard a
she's
rumor.
still,
I
either
heard a
maybe she's
rumor.
already in Malawi.
Hashtag where's my period? Right?
She's,
Apparently,
Because
apparently.
everyone dies, guys. So I'm just checking, is Mapiri still alive?
I just
we
know.
have to go to Belarus. But where did these 200 or so witnesses came from? And we're still not having them on the bench there.
They're all police and cell phone analysts. It's the whole Voslarus police station.
The cell phone analysts,
Even
they're
Jacob Zuma
driving me
is
up
gonna
the
be the
wall.
witness in this.
And why Marco Songe withdrew from being a witness on when was it, Thursday? Who was supposed to be the next
Wednesday.
witness?
It needs to be
Wednesday.
subpoenaed. You'll be forced to come.
I'm not sure what good it serves, but the only thing I can take from all of these witnesses that Beloy is trying to buy time now for something. I don't know what, but he's trying to buy time now because his evidence isn't going so well, so he's switching his lineup now. But even from the start, once he got out of the space of the people that were in the house, he started going to police and analysts and ballistics and what. He never left this analyst alone. So I think he's I don't know. It's just one after another, and they're just reading stuff. He's buying time for
Yeah, I
something, for
wonder what
somebody.
for. I wonder what for, hey?
But
I really
for
wonder.
all these years, the state didn't put all their evidence together, whereby the trial would just go smooth without just waiting for this one. We are waiting for this evidence. It's not making sense, man. We can't have a new evidence when the trial
No,
already started.
no, but remember, this case only started because of the AfriForum was just about to do the private prosecution, and
Yes.
all of a sudden,
Yeah, that was going to embarrass the state.
right, and it was never going to come this case. It was never going to come until that threat of the private prosecution, because that was going to be fair. That was going to go into 375 and not no 5, because the private investigators, they themselves have to find 2 intruders and those 5 on the dock. They weren't going to find anything like that.
So when you're coming to South Africa, Dan?
Oh, sheesh, man! I wish I was supposed to come since before even the pandemic, and see, I work as a carpenter, so I don't get a full years of work. So my plans always get changed up. But then the pandemic really set me back. But I don't know. I'm hoping to, But
I should bite the bullet. 7 days, then go back.
Hey, but let me ask you, because I know people all over. What's the best place to go? Because I'm not the type to stay locked in the tourist walls. So what's like where should I go?
Okay, I have a channel called Clantis podcast.
Okay.
I have videos there that talks about that question.
Okay.
Yeah. All you do is my name, right? And then just go podcasts. Just add podcast, and then you will see those videos.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
I answer that question there. And I'm also going live this evening.
Yeah, because I heard a lot about.
Where is this guy stationed? Temba Kumalo, the uncle.
I have no idea. Is he still even a policeman?
Is he still alive?
I don't know that. He's the uncle for Kelly Kumalo. Obviously, still alive. He won't die that one. He's the main actor. The main actor dies at the end of the movie.
Okay, let me have faith coming through. Okay,
you see the phone record between Kelly Kumalo, accused number 5, and all those phone records. Remember, these people were staying in the same area in Belarus. Yeah. They could have known each other for years, so they have numbers of each other, and they were communicating. Not to the fact that Kelly Kumalo was trying to arrange a hit on Senzo. So we need a proof.
She came out and said she don't know them.
No. Can you imagine, in the first place, Kelly being implicated clearly for a SIM swap, and then the state could come out right after and say, we're not interested in calling her. She will not be called.
What the hell?
That's because they know that they were throwing her under the bus now.
Never mind the number.
The other question of the SIM swap. How did she do the SIM swap? Yet the ID says it's a male. Senzo Meyiwa, the owner of the phone number. If it was in the shop, you can't go with someone's ID and say that I came to do a SIM swap. Here's my ID. Yet it's a male and you're a female. Even over the phone. So how did she do the SIM swap?
No one knows. Hey, Faith. We can't hear you.
You just brightened the screen. With your color tone, you just brightened the screen.
You are still muted.
You are on mute.
So you should go out and make sure you're unmuted when you come back in.
Yeah, go out and unmute and then come out.
Oh, no.
Right, cool.
So when are we having longer?
Yes.
When is longer coming to court?
Yes,
we can.
There you go. Welcome.
You can.
Yeah, we all can.
Okay. Hello, darlings. I know I'm very late. A lot has been said.
Cool.
I can't.
Come
yeah.
I'm the only one.
By the way, listen. I've got some tea regarding Zungu.
Breathe.
But I cannot spill it yet. No.
Don't leave us on suspense.
Clantis is gonna spill it on my behalf.
Just say allegedly.
No. If you can check the file of that guy, why he's not getting along with the Makubos and other people.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly, he was dismissed previously, allegedly. But I will spill the tea. Clantis will pour it for me. He will pour it on my behalf.
In saying.
Maybe she's also fearing for her life.
No surprise there.
No, she and I have like private conversations on Instagram. So she spills teas on.
Yes, because I am so scared of
Did not hear anything. Then just get that information and come back.
This guy been a constable for how many years, Kant?
Wow.
No, Clantis knows why I cannot spill the tea here. Yeah. I'm a little bit uncomfortable, but yeah, he's gonna bring you guys all the tea regarding Zungu. But now I am so worried, guys. I'm so concerned about Makubo. Remember, Clantis, we once spoke about his safety.
Right. We did.
You know that guy is one of those good police guys, and the guy wanted from the beginning to get all the people in the from that house, the Spicer house, to be arrested because he had all the sufficient evidence, but they didn't listen to him. They didn't listen to him, and the guy, he's the one who convicted whom got the other guy arrested, accused number 5, and got him convicted for all the deeds that he committed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's one of those police guys that are dedicated in his job, but now his life is in danger.
That is so sad. Hey, that South Africa has now degenerating into this, and we need to curb this while it's still early, because we are not. We are in Nkabi's paradise. No, it's like Nkabi's paradise or gangster's paradise. It is actually bad, but I don't know what have you guys spoken about, but I'm just gonna be briefly, and then I just wanted to say, hey, Clantis and I will speak on the other side as I'm posing out.
That's not fair.
The other side.
Yeah. And then the rest we will talk about. The only thing that I cannot wait for is a 375. It's the 375.
Yeah. I think Titi tried to get it active again, but he was told to make an application to this RADA.
Yeah. I
don't even know how that process worked, because the NPA, the National Prosecuting Authority, that is this case is their case. Why should he go to this judge?
Did they say they were going to deal with 375 at the end of this, or was that still the Maumela trial?
They said no. They will wait for after this trial. Yes, and on that 375, everyone that was in the house is involved. They actually going to question everyone. And I would like the child to be questioned too by a psychologist, or they can just call me to read the body language and the body language and the voice, and then I'll get the
body language.
I'm good when it comes to that one, and then I'll get all the truth. And that child, I'm telling you, will spill the beans. That child needs to be called to under the psychologist's supervision, social worker. I'm telling you, everything.
But how old was the child in 2014?
I'm not sure, but
like 4 or 5.
Yeah,
5 or 6. No, 4 or 5. I think 4 or 5. I'm not sure either. But it doesn't matter. Kids remembers everything, and remember on KK's show, she kept on mentioning a lot of things about the child, his behavior, and all that. That has to do with the trauma, things that had happened in front of him. You know?
Yeah. Tap into his memory.
Yeah. They must just call me to question that child, and then that child will.
But can it?
The child is the one for Jub, ne?
Yes. That is Kelly's first. Yeah, that is Kelly's firstborn. And then Clantis, tell me what's your take regarding the polo? Remember yesterday what I told you about the polo, this red polo,
the famous,
and the gun.
Yeah.
I don't know if somebody have touched on that.
I touched on my other video. I think the video before the last one. That I believe that the same polo was at the Kumalo house, and the same polo ended up at the hostel.
Yes. I think the polo ended up at the hostel and the gun. And remember,
I think that polo is
the polo started from the hostel, went to the Kumalos, and back to the hostel.
Yes, exactly. And it is possible that the gun was, you know what? I told you that I've got a tea about Zoom. And remember, let me not say much. And you know how police operate and how DCS staff members operate. They can release somebody out to do the job outside. They can take out the guns that cannot be traceable and take them outside and bring them in.
Right.
So the polo and the Mr. Polo and the gun.
South Africa needs to be the same polo that took off from Tembisa to the Johannesburg CBD, from Johannesburg CBD to Sutu Hostel, from Sutu Hostel went to Kumalo House, from Kumalo House went back to Sutu Hostel.
Yes. I'll give you the tea later tonight. Okay. Get your exotic drink ready.
So in 2004, accused number 1, 3, 4, and 5, they were not arrested yet that time.
No.
They were not arrested. It's
Remember, accused number 5 said that he was working on the night that Senzo Meyiwa was killed. He went only to George Gore Hostel, and then that was taken. Then he went back to his apartment in downtown Joburg.
Yes, that is true. There is a proof also on those pictures, and then there's also some crucial evidence with regards to accused number 2. Those bank statements and everything, and the Lobola letter, everything, and when did he leave his work, etc. But Mr. Vaseline doesn't want to release those. I hope the family still has copies, but there's somebody else who can also help the state, who can also help the defense if the state cannot get those. The state must just wake up, man.
There's got to be some case law.
Why Gwabin wasn't arrested with the 5?
Was that?
Gwabin, why wasn't he arrested with the 5? Because it seems as if he's the one who kept the guns that were used. So he should be one of the 5.
Yeah, Danny was saying something.
Okay, let me just. Okay.
No, don't go. I want to hear Dan. Dan was trying to say something.
Okay.
Oh no! I was just saying, like, about the bank statements. Because over here there's a case law. I don't even know it, but there's something that compels the state or the prosecutors to produce all evidence, especially if it's beneficial, whether it's beneficial or incriminating to the other.
Yes.
Right, the other side. So every country has that, and they need to, because obviously, Fingers is not gonna.
I'm gonna speak for a second.
State anything, right? He's not gonna quote anything to to defend that. So the defense are not making light of all of these small things. They're not doing enough, in my view. That's why I said they could be doing better. But that's basically illegal.
Yes, they could actually do better. That is why I'm saying, even if the state doesn't want to give them all those documents, they can lawfully they can get those documents from the bank. They can get those documents anyway.
I mean, what did the bank burn down or something? I mean, can they just go to the bank and just give us a subpoena or just say, "Hey, we're a lawyer"? Sheesh.
That's all. You know, it's law. Legally, they can get those. Thank you, Dan.
This is insane.
Right.
It is insane.
Faith.
Maybe they are not doing enough because they are being paid by the state. If they were being paid, these guys, they would have done so much. But now the state is paying them, so they just wanna drag it as much as they want as well.
Yeah.
Because if these guys were paying out of their pocket and tell them that, hey, listen here, you are taking our time. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 things to be done because we are paying. They would have done it. If Msololo can go an extra mile to get a gadget to find the time and whatever on those pictures, the bank statement is just to walk into the bank. This is what is there. Can I have a bank statement of my client? That's it.
But legally, isn't Baloyi supposed to give all documents to the defense? Without the defense having, like what they did now, people were blaming Msololo that the pictures are not numbered. Even the judge himself was like, you're unprepared, and yet this is the state's case. The state immediately after downloading those photos, they were supposed to number them and do all these categories that if the defense should want something, they are able to go to the state and say, okay, your witness said 1, 2, 3, we want to abstract this number of photo, this photo number, what not. So same goes with the state bank statement and every other document. Then he keeps giving them in different drafts. Is that even allowed?
Yeah, because
it's
remember,
not even allowed what he's doing. He should just give it to them. He should be subpoenaed.
Is allowing him to continuously break the law and defend him that he would not jeopardize his career that he has built over the years, and yet he's withholding and violating the law.
You know.
Because remember that same week they asked for the bank statements. The lawyer of accused number 1 and 2 went to Rustenburg. He could have gone to the bank and get the bank statement. While you are still in Rustenburg.
He doesn't have to. The state has that already. Then they need to be subpoenaed to be given. They need to give that to the defense. If they cannot, the defense can just approach the bank, and then that's it.
Well, they should still do it. They should still do it because this is an abnormal trial.
Very abnormal. The judge is making this entire case so abnormal and unfair. He's now presiding over an unfair trial.
With his facial expressions and body language, that says a lot. And the iminwe. Yes,
to the point now, he's huffing and puffing. He's huffing and puffing during an EV. Right. And if Nisi is speaking, he's even making noises now. Like you can hear him.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we could actually hear the pin drop on the judge's side.
Yes. It's so annoying. You know, guys, thank you so much, Don. I'll listen to everything that you said. I think everything that you said, it made sense, but I'll go back because I joined late. Clantis, I'll catch up with you on the other side. I need to go and look for my piri because allegedly I'm going to look for my piri.
She's busy cleaning.
I'm going to look for my piri, guys.
Go find her, please.
Bye.
Bye.
That's okay.
Take care. Be safe.
Bye.
Oh, and Clantis, and you know something? I think because people are saying let's raise some funds for number 2's family, from Mogani and Tanzi's family. That's a beautiful thing, and I think that should be done, right?
Right.
But let's think about this. Let's think ahead of time. You see what kind of dirty case the state is playing. You see people are disappearing. I think we should protect number 2 as well at all
I think
times,
so.
inside and outside. Because listen,
Right.
whenever this case is finished, no matter what happens,
Yeah, you can see that.
at some point, whenever the defense wins or wins the appeal or whatever, Ntanzi and his family have one of the biggest lawsuits. Let me tell you something. The state is going to have to pay up. He's got
Possibly 100
he's,
million.
no allegedly either. He's got money coming to him if he plays his cards right. He's served a lot of time. His
Yeah.
family's lost a lot of potential income, pain and suffering, and all of that. He must be because a dead man tells no tales. So he must be protected. He's in no man's land right now, and you can see it in his face that he doesn't belong there, and all kinds of shady things are happening. So he needs to be protected and monitored. Absolutely.
And what's happening with this bail hearing thing on the other side of the court?
What bail hearing?
Well, the case started over.
Was he not applying for bail on the other court?
I don't think he applied.
Accused number 2. Because the last time they adjourned, he was going to appeal in another court for his bail hearing or whatever.
I don't know if it's the same thing.
Bank statements.
So what I heard is that the first case he lost that bail. They took a long time, and that the case started de novo. So he's supposedly he's allowed for another bail hearing, and I think they're waiting until they get their hands on that document or something like that. I don't know I think that's what you're referring to.
Yes.
Because since the trial started over, I haven't heard that he actually went for the actual thing again. Bail again.
I assumed that since the trial is starting all over, what they would have done is they would have taken the matter down to the magistrate's court, where they are going to be railed for the first time of emptying time. Then they apply for bail, and then whether it's denied or granted, then they are transferred to the High Court, where this judge now will be presiding. Because I saw the judge already seated on his bench, and then there was a trial. I was a little bit shocked and confused. Like, what's going on? I thought they were going to go get bail first.
I mean, even at the beginning of the trial, he said something that that number 2 is afforded another opportunity or something like that. I just didn't hear anything about it since.
Yeah. Maybe they've been holding that information from him. But
well, I think, you know what? I wouldn't do anything until they get that document. They need those papers from the bank. The way I see it, they need, to be 100% the way the state is playing. They're playing dirty.
I see. No, I see. That's true. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. I think we have said what we needed to say. I need to get to the live chat and then we close the live. I highly appreciate you guys for participating. This is exactly what I was hoping I was going to get out of this live stream, because now we know each other, guys. Me, I even get scared to drink water. My mouth will dry up and I'm like, okay, let's just do this until the end, and then I'll be like so dried and I can't drink my water or touch my lips with the petroleum jelly. Now that we know each other,
I don't care. I know, guys.
Right.
No, you are treating us as what? We are human beings here.
It's not petroleum jelly. It's called below you now.
I just go over his head. I'm like,
just take his head.
Guys, thank you so much. Have a good evening. Bye bye.
No, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Dan. Which state are you in?
I'm in New York.
Oh, in New York. Okay, I should have picked up,
East
man.
Coast.
Your accent is New York.
Yeah, right. And yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, thank you so much, bro. Thank you. I highly appreciate you.
Thanks for having me. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
All right. Now let me go to the live chat, and then we are going to close the live chat. So yeah, I'm back. Hi, everybody. We had a great conversation. I hope you were following. Let's go to the comments. Okay, I say I have to go all the way. I will try my best to be as quick as I can for the next. We'll close at quarter two, okay? We'll close at quarter two. Punyazo say, Hi, Clan fam, have done the due diligence, have given a thumbs up. Now we'll just listen and comment later. Please continue giving the thumbs up to this live, guys. It still helps the algorithm to be triggered. Thank you guys so much for that. Cynthia says, Clan, I'm so surprised about this life of prisoners. It means we're not having prisons. It's just formality to say people have been imprisoned. That's true. Dan says, finish comment, please. Vusi Shangwe, hi Vusi, how are you doing? It's good to see you here. Let's open an account and donate money for Senzo Meyiwa. Okay, all right. I see that. Susanda says, Booty, okay, I call this mixed language. I always had a problem with abbreviations. He's okay. Balo is busy calling Sangomas. I think that's where you were going. I don't know. Lindo says, why is Gwabini not arrested with others? He must come to testify. That is so very true, because I thought after incriminating himself, the police will be waiting for him, just like the police were waiting for Tefu, Advocate Tefu, and arrested him in court. What's special about Advocate Tefu? That he will be arrested in court and not this Zungu guy. Busa Sewa says, very true, Noni. I also think there is a tiff between Zungu and Gwabini. If there wasn't, very true. Okay, very true, Noni. There is a tiff between the two. If there wasn't, then Baloye wouldn't have a problem bringing Gwabini in. Right. And Fezeka says, Zungu uyinkabi ngokwakhe. And to me, at Tanzi, I suspect family issues emakaya, and on top, we don't say these accused are not doing wrong things allegedly, but in this case, Andikolwa. Punyaza says, my opinion, de novo was brought about as a result of Kininda's shenanigans. Little did they know that Advocate Mshololo will tell those in the house are suspects in Doc 375. Rata is protecting the witness. Lucky Ndovu says high courts are a maximum of 3 judges. I thought there were 5, because 3 is still a full bench and 5 is also a full bench. That's what I thought high courts, the maximum. But okay, if it's 3, then all right. Catherine Mabata, I'm not quite sure what this is. Are we having a bot? Okay, Fezaka says, Clan, do you think this mafia justice will allow defense to ask Chico's bank statement, never ratatata, and his stepson? Nelly say, hi, how are you doing? Hey, I agree, Fezaka. I'm starting to see the theory that Senzo had refused to match fix or was involved in that, then backed out because this case has powerful hands in it. Punyiza say, I doubt if there will be de novo because they have nothing to hide. They had to get rid of their full statement and 375 narrative. Faith says, I'm very late. Tiehala, I am very late. Nelisa says the car disappeared after the shooting. Lucky says Tumelo Madlala gave a lame explanation about Longwe's car. Mudihi says, hello family, hello Clantis, love you guys, the Clan Nation, we love you too. Tehila says, how can Baloy win cases? It doesn't look smart. I think he's smart. Honestly speaking, I think the guy is slick, like a snake. If he wins that, it's because of judges like Ratata. Lash says, as citizens, we can report this judge not for recusal, but for all their cases to be reviewed. All their cases, something is not it. This is a bully judge and a mafia advocate Baloi. I agree on reviewing the cases that Rata presided over and also Baloi has prosecuted. Like I said earlier, if I was a convict out of that judge, I would be appealing. I'm telling you. Lucia says, Lucky Ndlovu, please remind me. I don't remember what Tumelo said about Longway's car. Sita says the judge is hiding. He is watching as we speak. Hey, Judge, we are the self-appointed experts. Thank you so much for giving us a name. Now we have a name for our comment videos. Taylor says we have 90 people watching with 36 likes only. Please like, guys. Nelisa says, and Lucia, Tumelo said that when they were going to the hospital, the car wasn't there again. Queen Z at Sita Malope, you correct. Rata is watching the YouTube experts. Nelisa says, maybe Longway at the time was also a hitman. Cynthia says, laughing at what Quincy just said. Nelisa said, we might end up being witnesses. It's going there, people. Lucia says, and Nelly said, that's a lame statement from Tumela. So he means someone moved the polo while everyone was in the house. Did Dotito laughing first? New witness from Zimbabwe. True Oga. Anything is possible with Vaseline. Temekile Mkize, hey fam. I don't trust Chico because he's the one he reported the stolen gun. I don't know. Sasi says Kininda might be the one written Zungu statement and tells Zungu to testify in exchange of something. I want you to ask a question about Kininda being the investigator and a commissioner of a statement that Zungu deposed. Is there no conflict of interest there? I've been meaning to ask that question. Allegedly. Nelisa says yes. Amelia says watching from Namibia. The clan family. Hello, Namibia. How are you doing there? Nelisa says Oga is asking the right questions. Yes, he was fired with those questions. Musa Silva says we were also optimistic with the judge when he came through, but something changed in him, man. Something changed in him, man. He must have been given cold drink on the side, or cold drink on the side. Let's sign the petition for Tyler to be sacked, please. Oh, there's a petition. Temekina says, Sati, I agree. Kininda, the man I don't trust. Queen Z says, the first person to be called in SM's incident was supposed to be the Meyiwas, not Chico. What were they concealing? Okay. Oh, wait. I think you said Kumalos, right? Because the Meyiwas were at home. They didn't know what was happening in Joburg. Okay, I think you meant the Kumalos, right? Queen Z. Tahila says Oga is right about the holidays. Cynthia says, so Tabo Besta and Nandipa were going to Dubai? Possibly, but I still think they were going to Nigeria, but took the long African route to their destination. Mapiri followed Bush. Quincy says Tom analyst. Lucia says Kelly will not tell the truth. She's gonna say the same thing she said on ENCA during her interview with Slindila Masikane. Cynthia says love Dorothy. She followed her brother to Malawi. Ooh, come on, Azri. I'm late family. Physical laughing that Vaseline Yeshurun and Olga Vaseline called street people to witness. Taylor says Kininda did a SIM swap for her. Bususiwe and another thing. Why would Longway deep in drugs just after this whole saga? Guilt. Nelisa says no matter fate tell us. Taylor says fate spill the tea. Hey fate tell us. Santa says no, just spill it. Close the camera and spill. I say Tandidama because true that tea might be rent to Zambia. Tahili says Makubo should go and camp out at the Australian embassy for asylum. Let him be like Julian Assange. Tahila says Makubo has a strong case to seek asylum. Please, if you know him, encourage him to run. Nelisa says between 4 and 6. Okay, meaning Christian. Humuto says 375 need to see the light of day. We can't have two dockets that coexist with different agendas. Dotito says true kids do remember at a very early age. Dorothy says so Zungu didn't want to say anything about Sinago, yet he is the one who told us about that. And Dog also says hi clan family Faith. I cannot wait that Zungu tea spill. Dottie says exactly. Mujalifa says, ha ha ha, Kelly will bewitch and kill someone with the sun can be called in you. But if the child is subpoenaed, she can't do anything. Lufate says, Dorothy, he was running away from the fact that he lied about that incident. He prophesied it. Sati says, Clan, you must come back and give us the tea tonight. Otherwise, I won't be able to sleep. Sati says, so guys, you putting this accused in Makumalo's house? Not the accused, the witness. Fezeka says, allegedly, Stain said it was done that Sunday night after accident. She used laptop and Senzo's ID was still with her. Tembekina said, I'm not going anywhere. I want the truth. The tea. Hi, family. Can Judge Rata say something because we know he's listening? We, the self-appointed experts, are really engaging here. Dorothy says, I think they have the statement, but they want to see what statement does the state have. Tiani says, Brad Dan English sound like that of one of long. He's American, guys. Let's forgive. Lindy West says, what is in the bank statement does not favor Baloy shenanigans. Tempekile says, Clan Baloy wants the truth. I see you guys are dropping like flies. What's happening? I'm about to finish. I said at quarter two, we're going to be done. 3 minutes more. Hang on. We're about to be done. Pezeka says, I'm not sure Christian will speak because maybe he's already a funziwe, allegedly. Cynthia says he can try and hide because of what he has been fed, but experts can get the truth out of him, especially if Butelezi was still there. Ndog also says, does Gwabini even exist? Because Zungu, when he was asked by one of the defense lawyers to bring or mention someone who can prove he was at Sutu Hostel on the 26th of October 2014, he did not mention him. Tando says, great session, guys. Thank you. Mr. Tam, okay. Okay, let's see. Let me go to new ones. Emma says, Mapiri knows everything serious. Gladness says, Oga is right about Chico's holiday suggestion. It does make no sense at all. Ratata Feza says Ratata was called because of Mjuli's case. Oh, okay, he's the one who investigated the Mjuli case. And the last comment is from Amelia Matebula Bayasha, because this is a media case and this dragging is for them to try everything to manipulate tactics. As ordinary citizens, our case are just thrown out and rule for their satisfaction. And then the last one is from Noni M Podcast. Thank you, Atlantis, for the live. I really enjoyed other people's views, even the comments. Thank you guys so much. And Faith says, Clan, I joined in late. I wanted to touch on a lot of things, but thanks for the live, Atlantis, as I am going to look for my piri. People want the tea, Faith. People want the tea. Don't put it on my shoulder. Don't put it on my shoulder. Anyways, guys, this comes to an end of our live stream today. This is our first in 2 weeks that we've had. And now we have a comment section called the self-appointed experts. Thank you all so much for being here. I love you guys. I appreciate you always for supporting this amazing family. I keep saying the clan is the best community on YouTube. Anyways, guys, see you next time. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye. I always forget to end